I've been patiently waiting for the stuff that I dyed in front of you the other day to dry. Patiently waiting. So welcome back. It's good to see all your smiling faces. Let's go see if it's dry yet. What? Take a look at these. They're dry. Finally, they're dry. They're dry. So, if you watched the other video the other day, you'll remember this one. This one was dyed across. This one was dip dyed and then I speckled a little bit. This one was dyed in the round. And I have to tell you, I only used 2 colors on each skein for a purpose, so it'd be easier for you visually to see how the dye was applied and also see how the dye actually dried. And isn't that a cool color, that muddy looking dye that I used on that gray? And then this one is the one that is truly hand painted. So do you want to see how these look like skeined up? Let's go. Okay, here you have it. This is what they look like all skeined up. This one was the dyed across. This was the dip dyed, dyed in the round, hand painted. So most manufacturers and small dyers normally do not reskein their yarns. So this is just to give you an idea what they may look like when they're skeined up. Just to give you a visual here. They all look a little different, the colors, you know. But there is a lot of copycats out there. And some small dyers like to take the time to reskein their colorways up in order to protect them. So do you want to see what they look like when they're reskeined up? Let's go. And here they are, all reskeined. This one was dyed across, dip dyed, of course dyed in the round, and hand painted. The dyed across will have and show variegation throughout, where the colors aren't going to stop and pool too much. Now with the dip dyed, how you can tell with this one is there's longer colors pooling in that skein. So you know, whatever project you're going to make with this, you have to expect some type of pooling. And the dyed in the round also shows a lot of variegation. Don't let this pooling here fool you. It's just the way the tension is when the skein was wound up. When you get lots of it and ribbons throughout, that's when you know it was dip dyed versus dyed in the round, because these ribbons of color that pool aren't consecutive. And of course, there's not much changed in the hand painted. I hope this helps a little bit to show you how they look different ways. So just for giggles, let's go show you how they look in a cake or center pull ball. And just for giggles, if your yarn shop cakes up or center pull balls the yarn, this is what they would look like in order. This was dyed across, this was dip dyed, dyed in the round, and the hand painted. So there you have it. This is another reason why I always tell people to learn how to find your color repeat in a skein, which means measuring the skein circumference and, you know, winding it out on the table. This way here you'll know what the yarn's going to do in your project and what project best suits that yarn. And it also gives you an idea on how the yarn was dyed and what methods were used to dye that. There's many methods and you can mix and match methods, and it's just personal preference. So like this video if this is something you're interested in. Please hit the subscribe button and also the bell to get notified when I post a new video. I'll see you in the next one. By the way, I have a show coming up next weekend, which is February 23rd. New yarn base, merino, cashmere, and nylon. It's so soft and squishy. I cannot decide which one to create something awesome out of it as a sample. I need your help. Put that in the comments below. And also, if you're local and coming out to the show, the big bin of micro minis is back. Loads of colors. I'll see you there.